The last step in our table assembly is going to be building the bench seats and then assembling to the table. We're going to basically cover everything that we've done at this point and simplify it all into one step. So here we are. What we need to do is grab 2 more of these tabletop boards. So we can either grab them from our inventory or just duplicate them here. In this case, I want to remain this 1/4 inch gap in between, and I've already got my table set up. The easy way to do that is to just grab 2 of these boards, copy it, and paste them out here to the side. Now I've already got my 1/4 inch gap set. Simplify the whole process. We want to make this cleat that we put on here. In my case, I'm going to rotate it around. You may have to do that if you find that it's upside down from your position. Going to grab the midpoint. I can't grab the midpoint. I'm going to grab the end point and run it up and down this ledge until I find center of this board. There we are. I take that back. We're going to run the middle of this cleat seat to the middle of the board. There we go. We don't want the corner. We want the middle of this to be in the middle of this. What we can do now is I'm going to go ahead and copy this whole thing right here. We're going to make it a group. So we're grouping this together, and we're going to call this group bench seat. Done. So now I can take this and assemble it. I've got the whole group in one piece. And we know that we want the same 4-inch overhang so that it runs parallel with the seat. Otherwise, it's going to be way off. Okay, so we're going to take, in this case, the outside edge, bottom of this board, which would actually be the top in our view. Run that down 4 inches. Make our mark. And we're going to take that point and put it right on the outside corner here. Double check your work. This should be 4 inches, and it is. Go over here. This should be 4 inches, and we're looking good. All we have to do now is erase this little crazy guy here. We can go under our pieces here and add in our group. Copy, paste. This side we want to make our mark at 4 inches. And move it into position. This has been fairly difficult to move here, but we just want to get to that corner. There we go. I'm going to erase my little mark here, double check my work. Did I get the 4 inches? Yep. And that means that I got it on the other side as well. We have just finished our table. It's perfect. So we're going to go ahead and rotate it around. Helen is very happy. She's calling her friend about it right now to tell everybody about what an amazing picnic table you just created for her, even though it's still underground a bit. To make it look pretty for the scene, we'll take ourselves another rectangle tool. We'll start here at the origin. We'll drag it off into space along this space here. Now, I'm going to make it square. What we can do is Put some ground in here. We'll color it some nice vegetation. We'll grab our tool pieces. Oops, we actually don't want to do that yet. We want to make this a group. Then we'll just make it a component. Now we'll just call it picnic. Oh. And we can just delete the whole thing. So yep, again, we'll come back and we'll grab this origin. I'm going to make this nice and square here. Come on, Helen. Let me out. There we go. Got a square. Throw it on some flowers for her. We'll grab our picnic table component. We'll snap it to the ground. We'll take Helen, and she's going to go hang out over here a little bit. You can see the scale of the model as we snap her into the project here. Invite a few of our friends over. And there we go. There's our 6-foot classic picnic table design replica of DIYGardenplans.net.